Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my boat. In case you missed the last episode, this is what we built. We built this boat and these docks and this little warehouse over here with all these goodies. It was a pretty fun one, pretty short one. You should definitely go check it out. However, in today's episode, we're not going to be focusing on this area. We're actually going to be coming over here to this area, and we're gonna fill in this whole thing today. It's gonna be a little bit of work, more like a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be pretty good, pretty cool, so stick around. Before that though, we have even bigger news. All of my mods are finally updated for 26.2, so that means that for like the first time ever in this series, we are completely up to date. And of course with that, that means that now we have to go find Sulfur Cave, which is gonna be fun, hopefully. So we're just gonna do that. I already got my inventory full of fireworks and I already repaired my elytra, so we're just gonna head out and find ourselves a Sulfur Cave. Now you can see with the voxy chunks what I have already explored, which is actually pretty nice. I think first and foremost we're gonna go like here in hope that it will generate in this little area that's in between all this stuff I've already generated. So what we're looking for is a geyser, I believe. You know, like a big puff of steam coming out. That is supposedly what we're supposed to be looking for here. I don't know if there's any restrictions on where they can spawn at. Oh, there's wildflowers here. Hold on. Pit stop. I think I already have some, but I want more. Okay, back on the road. Geyser. We're looking for a geyser. It should be pretty easy to spot, I think. There's two villages here. What? This close? That's kind of crazy. Whoa, what is this? Hold on. Pit stop. Oh, it's dangerous and death over here. Okay. I mean, not that they can kill me, but you know. I just want to check out the cave. It's not actually as interesting as I thought it was. So, y'all can have it. Tell you what, if I had built my city in between those two, you know how easy it would have been to get villagers? You guys remember back whenever I first had to go get villagers? You should definitely go check out that episode. That was forever ago. I think that was like episode 4, right? The Iron Farm? I don't know. That was so long ago. I am worried it's going to take quite a while to find one of these. And I know myself. Hold on, we got another pit stop to make. Look at you! Of course, nitwit. Of course this guy would have one of the best views in the world. What the heck? Bro built his house right up here on top of the hill? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. These are like the, it's like the curmudgeon-y old wizard that lives like on the mountain, top of the village. That's what this guy is apparently, but he's worthless. Oh my god. I think I need to update some of my resource packs. Maybe. I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Not ahead of myself. I'm getting distracted, which is really bad. I do that a lot. We're actually gonna go this way. Look at that. Dude, this is so cool. Like, this would be an insane place for a base. Hold on. If anybody wants the seed, here you go. Here's the seed. And, if you want the coordinates, they're up there. There you go. If you want to build here, there's the seed and the coordinates. You're welcome. I need to sleep. What did I just walk into? No, do not close me in here. I don't want any part of that. Okay, but as I was saying, and I've already proved my point, I know that if I just keep yapping, I'm gonna wind up with like a 40-minute clip that I gotta edit down. And I hate that. I hate editing. I don't want to do that. So I'm probably just gonna stop talking until I find it. Okay, I know I said that I was gonna wait until I found the thing, but look at this. Look at this mountain. First of all, there's a giant white street. Look at this. It's perfect for flying through. There's a hole here. And then there's just like a giant, is that diorite or calcite? That's calcite. What in the world? Yeah, look, it comes down here and it just opens up and there's a lush cave down here. The biggest one I've ever seen? That's insane. Look at this. There's so many pockets of sunlight coming through. This is like Terra Soup Force, like naturally generated. Obviously not as detailed, but this is crazy. Since I gave the coordinates for the other one, I guess I'll give you guys coordinates for this one. It's really far out. Like, over there is my spawn. So that's really far away. But if you guys want to come out here, there you go. I'm going to be honest with you all. I have been flying around for over an hour. I have generated many chunks. Where are they? Over there. I went all the way down there, and I mean that's where, you know, home is, right? So I mean we've generated a lot of land, and I've found nothing. So I went on the chunk base and just simply found one, and it should be right below us, about here-ish. So we're just gonna dig straight down and hope that it's there. This is as good a place as any, I guess. It doesn't look correct. This also doesn't look correct. So it's 696 negative 4206. Oh, it's gonna be in the ocean. I see. So like right here. I don't think this is correct. Yeah, that don't seem right. Okay, we're gonna try right here. There's a very good chance that chunk base is just completely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. See, like it's supposed to be here, but it's not. So that's dumb. Okay, we've gone to another part, which is supposed to be... It supposedly has a sulfur cave down here somewhere. I really hope so. This just looks like a regular cave. Is that sulfur there? That looks like sulfur. Go away. Okay, we actually found one. Finally. It has been way too long. Hopefully this is like a full-blown one and not just like this little area here. It might just be this little area here. We need a lot of cinnabar for the build today, so if this is all that's here, that's really disappointing. It has been so much time. I used the seed map to find a sulfur cave that was on the surface, and it was exactly these coordinates right here, which is about where we're at. And since that's 27,000 blocks, I decided to just go through the nether. Of course, you can see hot tourist destinations in Subspace Bubble. Very nice. We're here. Apparently. It should be right in front of me. I hope. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's glorious. I should have stuff here. Iron. Yes. And already have buckets. This is good news. This has been a long time coming. I'm so ready to get started on the build for today, but here we go. Beautiful little sulfur cubes. Look at them. Look at the dude. Scoop them up. You're coming home. You're coming home with me, pal. I didn't want the water. No, I don't want the water. I want... Ugh. I wonder how many more there are. This is cool, though. I wish it was closer, because I would love to actually do something with this. I love how green the water is. It's such a cool thing. Okay, I definitely need to grab, not really this, but I need to grab the cinnabar. And I should hopefully be able to just dig underground. I'm actually gonna do a little fly in the air. See if there's like a cave entrance. That'd be kind of cool. Things I do for you guys. Oh yeah, there's like a cave here. Not really exactly what I was hoping to find. I want to go to like an underground part that isn't full of water. I guess that I'm gonna mine all of this that I can, and then I'll be back with you. I've done a lot of digging. Yeah, not just here, but this whole area back here. I found a giant, you can't even call this a vein, just like this entire place was full of the cinnabar, so I've just been digging down a whole bunch of it. And I've filled up all my buckets with sulfur cubes, and there's even more spawning. Oh my gosh. So I guess that they're pretty easy to farm, I'd assume. Ow. Is that a cave spider? Okay, that's odd. Anyways, this goes down like that far. So there's a lot more here that I can come get if I ever need more. But I've filled up, I mean, I've got a full inventory. I've filled up quite a few of these. I've filled in every single little extra gap that I have. And, there it is. I'm ready to go home. Yeah, and there's more there. So there's quite a bit here, which is great because that means I can come back here at some point and get more if I need to. Now the question is, how do I get home? I believe it was this way. See, the number's going up, so it has to be this way. Yes, this way. And I'm obviously a professional, so flying through the nether does not stress me out at all. If I just stick to chunks that I have generated, I should be able to get back. I found a lot of fortresses, by the way. Here's one. And there was I mean, this one's pretty huge. I've never seen them generate like this where there's so much of them visible. Kind of bothers me that all this cool stuff is generating after I've already, you know, like explored the stuff that I need for it. I found so many lush caves and like so many, like, you know, the azalea leaves or azalea trees spawn on top of them. I found so many of those just like around. Ow. And it would have been really cool whenever I was looking for them earlier if I could have found those. Alright, I'm getting a little lost. Here we go. Maybe. Kinda. Sorta. I don't know. I definitely need to get on the roof at some point. The nether roof. What is this? Oh, this is probably not the best place to be. In case anyone's wondering, I've gone through about 2 stacks of flight duration 2, or almost 3 flight duration 2 rockets. 3 stacks. And I've gone through quite a few of these flight duration 3s. So I've been flying quite a bit. Had to stop and repair my elytra multiple times. Really getting our mileage out of it. Out of them. Okay, here we go, here we go. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to get to go home. Feels so good to be back. I'm going to go ahead and get materials together to build, and I think we might mess around with these guys a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I have come to the biggest, emptiest place that I can think of. This upper room of the church. It's honestly not as big as I thought it was, but it should still work, right? I don't know, we'll see. Put down one of these guys. I've got an assortment of blocks here, but I want to see how they work. I don't know what the protocol is. Do I just like click them with an open hand? No, how do you get the block out? Oh no. Okay, yeah, so that doesn't move like at all. Interesting. How do I get that out of you? Do with this? No. Do I just click with another block? Aha. Well, oak wood. Oh. Okay. I kind of want to try to find the bounciest block. I don't even know what that would be. About tough. Okay, that's also like that. What about waxed oxidized cut copper? Okay. Mangrove roots. Oh, they can't go in there. Good to know. Moss. Ooh. Okay. What about glass? Can't put glass in there? Can't put lodestone in there? Okay. What about this this grass block? Uh-huh. Mud. Is mud good? Does mud do something cool? Not really. Okay. Ah. Whale? It's a bit anticlimactic, I feel. That's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of people who know how to do really cool stuff with them, but I am not one of those people. Anyways, that, like I said, that was a little bit disappointing, but it's fine. We're gonna go get started on building. That won't be disappointing. Oh, in case you're wondering, if you haven't seen this was like a whole, I mean, it's kind of like a two-parter. I built the front on one thing, then finished the whole thing in another episode, so definitely go check this out. A lot of Creepcast was listened to while I was building this. Lots of hours. Very good video as well. Super cool time lapse. Go watch it. Go check it out. Anyways, time for me to go start building. And I will see you all over there. Okay, this is the spot. These are the shulker boxes. This is not all the materials that I will need. I don't remember everything that I need, so I'm definitely going to have to go get more throughout the build. But that's fine. You guys are going to see it in a time lapse. And, it's not really going to affect you too much. I know I'm going to have to cut down that mass of mangrove trees up there. I grew them for this specific reason, because I need quite a bit of it. So we're going to get started on that, but before we do that, I just figured I'd ask you guys, if you've been enjoying the video so far, maybe consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff. Maybe even ding the bell if you wouldn't mind. That'd be pretty cool. I'd appreciate it a lot. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you wouldn't mind helping me get there, that would be awesome. I also really appreciate everybody coming and checking the channel out, subscribing and commenting. It's been great. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. But with all that said, let's get into the time lapse. That's what you guys are here for anyways, right? Let's go. Well, there we have it. I'm pretty happy with all this, honestly. What do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty cool. I forget exactly which parking garage this portion is based off of. But if you know what it is, then you know what it is. Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool. I was just looking up inspiration stuff and I found that. And then I figured this was all kind of like, this was all me, you know what I mean? I figured I'd take the colors from that and put them here behind the parking sign. I think that looks pretty cool. The end's a little weird, but if you look at it in the whole word, it makes sense. Do a little bit of flying. That top bit, it kind of looks like a roller coaster. I don't know, I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have like some sort of cool like modern art element attached to this. I think it looks pretty sick. It makes me wish I could build a roller coaster. I don't know. That has been an idea in my brain of building an amusement park somewhere, but that'll probably be way later down the line. So we've got the parking garage. It's very nice. It's 4 stories. One of them is outside. We got, you know, got your staircase so you can climb up. Or not climb up, but walk up there. Pretty nice. You know, there's plenty of parking in here for the people of the city. I'm very aware that this would not work out well in real life, considering there's only one way up and down, and it is very skinny, but for the footprint that I had here, this is the best that I could do. So we'll just have to use our imaginations and pretend that it works in a way that makes sense. And then right next to it, we have a little apartment building up there, and also like a little coffee shop down here. I know I've been talking about coffee shops a lot, but this one that we finally have one. It's heavily inspired by the Central Perk from Friends, so that's why it's green. This next update cannot get here soon enough because like this is the best green that I have to work with for trapdoors, or not trapdoors, for what do you call it? Stairs and slabs. So whenever that next update comes around and we get updated to it, this whole building here is gonna get a major revamp. I kind of just barely blocked it out in here, again waiting on the cushions, and then that'll make this feel a lot better. But I mean, it's pretty nice, you know. Got a couple couches here, you can sit, chill, drink your coffee. You know, there's a little area here, there, and you can sit right up at the bar area here, so that's pretty nice. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, it looks decent from the outside, and that's what's important. I didn't like it being completely empty with that big old window, so yeah. And then we have, I realized I did this in kind of a weird way. The pizza slice sign is right here attached to this building, but it's actually advertising for this building, so that might be slightly confusing. Nevertheless, this is a pizza shop. It's I think it turned out pretty cool. I just realized I forgot to add in the light from the very top. It's fine. This is not finished in here at all. I do have like a basic mocked out interior for this that I might get to at some point. I don't have anything for back here. Again, I'm waiting on the cushions, which is going to take a while. I know. I think it's pretty cool. You've got like this, the Italian flag design here on this like big old window area. It also peeks through there. So I thought that was pretty neat. And you can also see it from outside as well, which is pretty cool. If you fly up behind this, you can see it out here. I think is also pretty neat. Also, you guys should be proud of me. I actually added stuff to the top of this building. Look, there's like a vent. And like, what is this for? Like, for like the sewer gas to be released, whatever. And then like some other rooftop things, and then some AC units. Pretty cool. And there's ladders, so you can actually get around up here if you wanted to. There's another like AC unit up here. And there's another ladder that comes over here, and there's like solar panels, or maybe it could be skylights, I don't know. There's like an antenna, like a dish, another little vent thing. another AC unit, and there's like a picnic area up here, and then like another antenna. So I think it looks pretty cool. Like I did a pretty good job. It's not completely blank like these ones over here, which these are going to be. I'm going to rework the tops of these so that it fits more in line with this, because that looks so much better than this. I also realized that I need to add more stuff to the tops of these buildings, like chimneys, and maybe on the flat parts some like AC units and stuff too. I don't know. I was doing like this pattern on these where you can see like I would go up the corners to add like an extra ridge line, and I would go up just in different spots just to add more intrigue to these buildings. So I need to do that over here. I think that would help a lot. Yeah, man, this has turned out so nice, and it's so great to have like more of the city filled out. Like this spot has been empty for so long. This is long overdue. I also came up with these little designs here. I think they look pretty good. I've dotted them around. I also put some of these out, and I did a lot of this like floor here, the same that I did in front of the docks, just because I didn't like the way that it looked before. So now it looks better and it's more in line with the docks. I even did a little bit of work back here in the alleyway. You know, there's like little parking spots. Probably too small. Oh, I'm missing something there. Ignore that. Yeah, more street lamps. There's like bins back here, which I should probably add some more. So that's the back of the coffee shop. This is the back of the restaurant. This is like the back of the apartments. There's even like a little tunnel here that you could drive through if you like live in these apartments. You could drive through here, park in your spot. I think that's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Oh, and then also, this was all last minute. Like, I was thinking like, man, it's weird that like this is sort of like a public area, right? This is the Pantheon. It'd be like a, you know, like a public area, like I said, that people could hang out in. And this is obviously, you know, back of the business, back of apartments. So this is more private. So I built this little fence here, and they've got these little arches. I think it looks pretty cool. Put up some of these trees. I modified them a little bit from my original design, so it helps to break up sight lines, which is pretty good. There's nothing here, which I might put stuff here. I don't know. But I think that this little back alley is also looking pretty dang cool. And there's even like, there's ladders and they've got cages on them. And I'm not 100% happy with those trapdoors, but that's what I've got put in there now, and I don't really feel like changing it. So yeah, climb all the way back up there, and I mean, it's more of like an escape ladder for that building and that in the parking garage. If they had to escape down the ladder, then you know, you understand, right? Realism stuff. That's obviously more for maintenance. I guess I can show off the inside of the apartments. Now, these are not really done at all. They don't even have doors, and they suck. These are really weird, small, misshapen things. And I know I've been going for an Italian vibe with the whole rest of the city, but you know, I watched some Friends not too long ago, and I was like, I love this show. I've watched it so many times. I was like, I want to make Central Perk. And yeah, we kind of did that. And then there's also apartments above it, and it's all really tiny, skinny. This is the worst one, by the way. This one, I didn't even finish it. This one's terrible. If you want to live here, let me know. You got a good 4 by 3 blocks to make your own. So, you know, yeah, no bathrooms. This comes down to here, which is this door. So it's like there's 2 entries into the apartment complex, but this is also how the employees would get back here, I guess. I don't know. You know me by this point. I like to build the exteriors, and then the interiors are not really as important to me. Yeah. This is pretty cool. That leads you up here. You can come up here, hang out at the table, sit here and look around at the tops of some things, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way this area has turned out, and I am so happy to finally be closing off some of these areas that have just been left unfinished for way too long. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Isn't it beautiful? Docks there. I mean, it's good. I mean, of course, now this side is barren, and that looks weird. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Since we've been on the roll of finishing things that should have been finished a long time ago, there's this area. This side of my storage room is just... it's terrible. It's completely unfinished. Right now it's just being used as a garage for our happy guest. And I have some ideas. I do. Obviously we're going to be completing it in the style that we've already put into place for this. But I have an idea, because I like to fly, and I like to just fly into my storage room. I think I'm going to do a little tunnel that's going to go in here, and it's going to be like angled in a way, like diagonally. And so whenever you're outside and inside, you won't really be able to see through the tunnel, but I'll be able to fly through it. I think it's going to look pretty good. It's going to be pretty fun. So I think this will be next episode. This right here. Unless something else catches my eye. Also, I've been posting shorts. I'm sure you've seen. Maybe you found me because of my shorts. If so, thank you so much for checking out the long form content and sticking around this far. Because this is the bread and butter. This is what I'm here for. I just do the shorts to get more engagement. Honestly, I've just started doing them so I get more engagement, get more eyes on me. But this right here, this is the important stuff. Anyways, I believe it was a comment on one of those when I was musing about my art museum where I was going to put it. They pointed out, and I kind of feel stupid for not realizing this, if I just clear away these trees, there's plenty of room here for an art museum. So I think that's what we're going to do. The only problem is there is the railroad station there, the train station there, which still looks terrible. Looks just horrendous, and that needs some love. Or maybe I just get some sniffers and embrace the fact that it looks like a sniffer egg. You might have thought that was intentional. It was not. It was not. But yeah, art museum here, probably. I just need to clear out all these trees, which will be kind of annoying, especially since I've been growing some of my wood here. But that's fine. And you know what? That'll be good. And I think it'll make sense, right? If we go back here, anyways, there's gonna be like railroad tracks running along behind here. Oh, that's my little home from the first night. You should go check out the first episode, see me build that. It's probably just gonna get completely covered with dirt and stuff, and it'll just be buried. But yeah, there's gonna be train tracks back here, trains on it. I don't know how many tracks are gonna go back here. Maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. I don't know much about trains, but I think it'll be cool. So that'll be fine. It'll be going behind, and it'll probably follow this here all the way to this beachy area, which is gonna be its own project. I'll be honest with you all. I want to build a yacht out here. I want to build a yacht, and I was asking for suggestions for boats, and you guys have some pretty good suggestions. However, your suggestions for boats are huge, and I don't have room in my little port for those, so maybe here? We'll see. I don't know. If you left an idea for a boat, just know that I saw it, and it's in the back of my brain. It's written down, and it might go out in the ocean here with my super yacht. Yeah, this is like, I don't know how far out in the future all this is, but just know that if you stick around long enough, this will be a thing, a little beach town. And it's gonna be connected via roads and railroad tracks to the big city. And there's gonna be a lighthouse and a super yacht and like I think somebody said like an aircraft carrier. So we'll see about that. Anyways, I've been talking far too long here. I've got a really long clip. There's one more thing that I wanted to say though. Those copper trapdoors are going to oxidize, and they're not going to be orange, and it's going to look a lot better when they're oxidized, because it's supposed to be like cyan. You know this color? Yeah. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's episode. It was a lot of building, and a lot of resource gathering. Honestly, had a lot of fun in this episode. I think this has turned out pretty great. And it's kind of a departure from our usual style here, but I think that's fun. And yeah, I think it all turned out really good. I'm interested in what you guys think. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good YouTuber stuff. And that's going to be it for me today. I will see you all in the next one. But until then, happy gaming, and God bless.